On June 1st and 2nd, I decided to go to Anime Riverside 2024 because this was their 3rd year running this event and my first time going, so I couldn't be more excited. I know that they attract a lot of really spectacular voice actors. I'm going to throw a bunch of them on screen right here, in a bunch of sections for sure, because there's so many of them. I'm just going to have to end up cropping them, I know that, but it's awesome. Let me know who you would see first, because this is a spectacular list of anime voice actors. As you can see from the pops behind it, we got a lot of really cool categories that we're filling out from a bunch of lines that we already have autographs for, so that's spectacular. From Demon Slayer, Naruto, Seven Deadly Sins, My Hero Academia, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, Avatar: The Last Airbender, to even a Squid Game and a surprise Star Wars. Oh yeah, we got Attack on Titan. We got stuff off screen because not everything could fit in frame. That's how hard we went at this event. It was so much fun, so let's talk about that for a second. You were able to pick up your badge a day early if you wanted to avoid this monstrous badge pickup line. I didn't show up till 1 in the afternoon, so I was still going to go in with a plan. Knowing the autographs were split up into a downstairs / outside section and an upstairs section, I decided to tackle upstairs, and for a Saturday afternoon, I was pleasantly surprised some people you were able to walk up to and get autographs, while Adam MacArthur, Ray Chase, Max Mittelman, and Robbie Daymond all had lines that went into the hallways for about an hour wait. Then outside Sunday, they had tents for lines where you would then get escorted inside for more lines, except for Bryce Papenbrook and Patrick Seitz, who just had tables outside. And I forgot to record the downstairs inside section, but just imagine a beehive. It was chaos, humid, and sweaty. Lots of the voice actors' lines actually started to clear out as the day went on. The outside ones that I would say was an hour or more was Bryce Papenbrook, Patrick Seitz, Sean Schemmel, Christopher Sabat, and Molly Flanagan. I didn't see, but I'm sure Yuri and Alex Lee's lines were long too. There were a lot of people outside, and the streets were closed off, so it was immaculate vibes, to be honest. And that's why I would definitely recommend bringing the anime homies to enjoy this convention with in the future. But I wanted to see a few people upstairs before making my way to the JSA table, which was $10 each, by the way. And luckily, I was pleasantly surprised to be introduced to a concert going on outside. Yeah, I was ready to go to bed, so I was saying bye to Anime Riverside for this year, but definitely going to more of these conventions in the future, and I definitely recommend checking them out. Definitely a fantastic event. Definitely check it out with friends, and I plan on going to more of these in the future. Actually, check out some of our most recent conventions. I think the most recent one was Comic-Con Revolution 2024, which I got a lot of Star Wars and X-Men 97 autographs. I plan on doing a whole bunch of more conventions throughout the year as well, so stay tuned for those. And before we dive into these autographs, I wanted to quickly take a look at two tables, Robbie Daymond and Max Mittelman. Here you can check out some of the prints that you may want to expect, just in case if you plan on seeing any of these anime voice actors. And then also I wanted to kind of capture some of their prices as well, because it is 2024, prices are increasing for sure, so maybe we can check the prices back in a few years when they're up even higher, because right now whenever someone has a really big line, their prices end up going skyrocketing. It's crazy, but they definitely have a lot of options, so I hope you guys are able to find something, and if not, bring your own cool items. But that's enough talking. Let's clear the table for now, and let's get into these one by one. I did want to quickly note, I did bring in the male Flanagan, Molly Flanagan. Sorry if I mispronounced it. I'm not sure the correct way, and no one ever tells me at the events or knows. But anyways, I did get these at Los Angeles Collecticon signed, but I wasn't able to get them authenticated because I believe it was PSA there didn't want to authenticate anything with a previous JSA authentication on it. I don't know, seemed a little weird, but I got it JSA authenticated at this event, brought it in its own bag, and was able to quickly get it because she was there, so it was kind of like no questions asked. But I did get these signed in the past, and I am really stoked to be able to get these authenticated today. But let's get into the new pop. And today I wanted to start with a voice actor that I have met before, but this item was off camera, and you might not have seen it in the thumbnail because it's pretty exciting. I love to get all these 6-inch Attack on Titans signed. I think it is very epic, and I love those pieces, by the way. Everyone in college thought they were so sick, just saying. I had those displayed in my room. But anyways, Annie and Crystal, it's bigger than a 6-inch. I actually don't have a protector for it. It's a very unique size, and it's a Hot Topic exclusive, but I had to get it signed. It is definitely a must. And this quote is, "I was so lonely, I thought I'd go crazy." This is, in fact, with Annie's conversation with Armin on the boat go in the final season. Then Lauren, Landa, Annie, and I also noted how I love her autograph and her initials, and she brought up she might end up changing her autograph, and that had me pause for a second. She's like, and then everyone was laughing because we're like, yeah, I guess you can change your own autograph if you want. Just never really expected that. This is really cool though, but maybe in the future we might see a different autograph from Lauren. But as always, she is super nice. I definitely recommend meeting her if you get the opportunity. She is super friendly and will spark up any conversation that you want to talk about, and every time it's just really chill vibes that I've met her. And this orange and red look fantastic on it. Definitely got to find a protector for it, because this is a grail piece. I love the Attack on Titan collection getting signed, and this is a big ad for sure. I do have the female Titan signed by her, but this pop is kind of legendary. Andy and Crystal, it's a good looking pop. Even if you take it outside of the box, it looks good on its own. I'm stoked about this one. Great add into the collection. Next up, we'll go a little bit simpler. We got Greg Chun for Squid Game and Demon Slayer. He actually does the dub voice for Player 456, the main character in Squid Game. That is so unique. I mean, this is a very cool one to pick up, in my opinion. I don't have any other Squid Game autographs in the collection, but I will take it. I actually did have to hunt for this pop, as you can see from the sticker on the front. I went to my local Mind Games and got this pop for $2. Hey, I think that's a steal to go get it signed the next day. And the quote on it is actually really, really cool as well. It does say, "Do you think money solves everything?" And I don't want to butcher his character name, but that is his character name. In fact, in the white, and then the green, his beautiful autograph, Greg Chun. This is a really cool pop. I thought this was a very unique one. I had to go out and get this one once I found out he voiced this character. And I did watch the dub version when it came out. Once you lean into it, it's really not that bad at all. And I kind of preferred it, to be honest, for a Squid Game, because, it had my attention. But, it was also at the same time, it was nice to be on my phone. This is that kind of show for me. I do love the show though, and I can't wait for Squid Game season 2. Actually, when I was talking to him about him, I heard recently that it was supposed to come out in December of 2024. I believe it was from Discussing Films on Twitter or something like that. And I brought that up to him, and he had no idea, because the voice work is one of the last things that occurs in the show, and he still has to perform for it, so for season 2, and I'm pretty sure it releases this year, so this will be a funny thing to look back on when season 2 does air, if it does air this year. But next up, we also had to get the Muzan Demon Slayer. Again, this is my first time meeting Greg. So kind, literally was able to walk up to him and then talk to him for 10 minutes just about the industry, and his mainly, actually, I spent most of the time talking about Squid Game, because I was so curious about his opportunity in that, if he thought it was going to blow up, which he had absolutely no idea it was going to blow up when he read for it. And I just think that's so cool to the level of how global that show is. But yeah, for Demon Slayer, we got Muzan here. And then the quote for this one is, "My word is absolute." Muzan in that white, and then a red autograph from him, Greg Chun. Matches the pop so perfectly. And this is the first Muzan pop that I have signed in the collection, so it was honestly a must, because I love growing out the Demon Slayer collection. These are two really unique pops. I'm super stoked to be able to meet him and add both of these into the collection. And it definitely kind of fills out the Demon Slayer category and start I almost want to say legendary category for these actors that just have very unique roles, and that this, in my opinion, is kind of a legendary piece. I love it. Iconic. Let's go to the next person. Next up, I'll kind of keep the hype train going with Demon Slayer. I want to tackle Max Mittelman. It was my first time meeting Max, and I tried meeting him in the past last year, and I wasn't able to because of how long some of the other lines were. So I was super stoked to be able to meet him today, because he plays a lot of characters that I would love to add to the collection. Starting off with the Demon Slayer, Sabito. There is a normal 4-inch pop, but I'm hoping in the future, if I get the chance to meet him again, because he does do a lot of conventions, hopefully I can get that one signed and add it in the collection. But for now, the 2-pack was the priority, because getting this double signed by the voice actor of Makomo would be really, really cool as well. So I love collecting the little bit of a harder piece to get signed. So starting off with the Sabito, I would also in the future consider getting a Sabito print from him, because I love the little sparkly ones that they have at their table, the 11x17. I have a little bit wall dedicated to some of the Hashiras and different Demon Slayer characters, so I think Sabito would be a really fun one to add. But for now, 3 items was the max, and this quote does say, "Give me your best shot. That is so sick. In the blue, then in the red, the Max Mittelman autograph with the Sabito character name underneath with a little beautiful line clarifying that that is in fact the character name. It looks really, really clean with the sticker too, and I'm happy to add that one in the collection. Just naturally had it. Didn't have to go out and search for or anything like that. And similarly, I've been a big fan of Seven Deadly Sins. Once it originally was added to Netflix, it was one of the first animes I kind of ventured into that wasn't some of like the big three or any of the really, really popular ones like Death Note or Hunter x Hunter and whatnot. King is definitely one of my favorite characters, and I've been collecting a lot of Seven Deadly Sin pops. And this one is a pretty funny quote. It says, "Diane, your clothes." Max Mittelman, King, in that green character name. Really, really funny quote. I just did random quotes and he kind of just decided what to do on each one. He loved it. And by the way, I even talked to him. I was like, "Don't worry, I'm not going to try and like resell any of your pops or anything." He's like, "Oh, I don't care." He loves it. I think that's hilarious. It's really funny. Some voice actors or celebrities really, really hate the idea of reselling, but Max was all for it. He just thought it was funny. He's really, really cool. Had a really nice chat with him as well. And then on the Hunter x Hunter pop, I love this one. It says, "Komugi, are you still there?" Brings a tear to my eye just thinking about this. And the purple autograph in the thin pen. I really like that. I also really do like the little swirl he does under the character name for each one. I think it actually looks really, really clean. There is nothing on these sides on any of these, but I do have them JSA authenticated, of course, because they're doing it for $10 and definitely had to do it. I mean, the table is like literally next in the room right next to you. So, but I'm really stoked to be able to add these in the collection. Had a really nice conversation with him. I would definitely meet him in the future too. I would definitely say that he is one of the people that you can cash out on because of how many unique characters he plays and spectacular characters for that matter too. So it was like a double win. Max is really good. His lines are starting to get a little bit higher up there, so I would say maybe get there a little bit early, or if he's at a lunch break, kind of start that line. So you'd only have to wait maybe like 15-20 minutes. I think that's usually the smart play when it comes to the anime voice actors. But yeah, that was Max. So let's check out the next Demon Slayer character. And next up, we have the wonderful, beautiful Robbie Daymond. Man, this guy is literally a legend. I love him. I did meet him pretty recently, actually, this year at a local pop signing event at a store. That was really nice. I focused a little bit more on the Jujutsu Kaisen side of the collection because I knew I was going to have an opportunity to meet him again in the future. And this was this opportunity, so I wanted to jump on it for the Hunter x Hunter and Demon Slayer. He was actually one of the ones that I might end up passing if lines were really long or if I felt like money was going a little too heavy, but I decided to go with it anyways. And yeah, we had to get the Chrollo. Robbie Daymond, I absolutely love this pop. Had it here, so I knew it was going to get signed eventually, so I wanted to jump on it. This quote does say, "We dedicate this Requiem to you." And this is so cool. Robbie Daymond in the blue. And then he even does a little Chrollo character or signature in the bottom with some dots. Very, very clean. And then we have the Phantom Troop logo on the side that he quickly drew. Man, he said that he just likes to wing it. Doesn't even practice. I love it. Super, super chill guy. And then we also had to get the Demon Slayer Hagazuka. I was going really well with no cuts, and I just know I butchered that so bad. But hey, you know, I'm more of a listener when I am watching these shows. I don't ever try and repronounce their names, or if I do ever read this, it's just in my head. So I'm sorry for just trying to go with the flow on that one. This is a pretty cool pop. Very unique character for Demon Slayer. I'm excited they made a pop for him. Was not expecting it, to be honest, because they make a lot of the main character pops. But I'm happy that they keep adding very unique characters because it allows cool autograph opportunities like this one. And this quote does say, "Hagazuka, Hagazuka, Hagazuka." I literally had to stop and rewatch that scene because I was like, wait, what does that actually say? I have no idea. It looks like swiping or sniping. No, it's "how dare you snap my precious sword in two." That's kind of funny. Actually, it might have been a little bit more difficult because he did have to re-wipe it. He didn't like how he wrote it, so he brought out the good old little cloth and tried wiping it off, and it looks pretty clean still. But yeah, he did sign it in the blue, and then a pink matches the pops. Man, they have these autographs and all the pens down to a science. Then he also quickly drew a nice little sword right there. You know how Hagazuka is, just putting all the time into the swords. Mad respect. That's exactly what Robbie did, so I appreciate it for real. These are two really, really cool pops to add in the collection, but I would honestly say just go meet him because of how friendly he was. He will definitely come around the table, do like whatever, like he's just such a chill dude. Total vibes from him. And then on top of that, I was talking to him and I was like, dude, did you ever play 8th Brother in Star Wars Rebels? He's like, yes, absolutely I did. Not many people know about that. He did not have a print at the table, if you noticed. But after the quick conversation, really chill vibes after getting those autographed, he was like, wait, hold on. And then went behind the table, pulled out a little cardboard box with some extra prints in it, had this sitting right on top. And no charge, nothing like that. Absolutely legendary, dude. Wanted to sign this. He's like, you wanted to put your name? I was like, absolutely. To Blake, I hunt a shadow. 8th Brother, man, he just John Hancock that in gold. This is one of the sickest prints ever. It's an 8x10, definitely going on the wall for sure. I love it. I mean, I also hope he gets more 8th Brother prints in the future, or gets a pop for the 8th Brother. That'd be so sick. Come on, Pop Funko. We need that so bad. You already do a lot of the Inquisitors. Give us the 8th Brother. Especially that it's Robbie. Are you kidding me? It's Robbie Daymond. That voice actor of so many awesome roles. Okay, yeah, you got to. It's so much autograph potential with that, but I love this print. Such a cool guy, and this is the number one reason why he bumped up, well, ironically, to my number one favorite person at this event. Absolute gem. Go meet Robbie. I'm stoked to add this to the wall in the Star Wars collection. And then on top of that, we got 2 incredible sign pops into the collection. Huge W for sure. And we have one more little, actually not so little, quite big pop moment, Demon Slayer autograph that we got at this event, the Tanjiro and Nezuko versus the Temple Demon. And this was signed by Ben Diskin, who, as you can see right here, voices quite awesome characters as well. They all do. They know how to invite. The industry, like, literally just uses the same people, and then the pops for them. So much autograph potential with Funko Pops. It's nuts. Definitely recommend getting into it. It is so much fun. Very expensive though, but I had to get this pop sign for Demon Slayer by Ben, and yeah, he does the Temple Demon in this scene that gets absolutely shredded by Nezuko, and this kick. Can't believe they made a pop for that, because he's about to get young beheaded right there, but yeah, he survives it, so no worries at all. But yeah, definitely can, lots of autograph potential with this one. Can get Tanjiro and Nezuko, Abby Trott and Zach Aguilar. They both do a lot of signings, so the autograph potential is definitely there. Actually, Zach was at this event, but with all the lines and everything, I was already there a lot. It was so hot here. I was literally sweating my head off, bro. It was nuts, and I didn't want to wait around, so I decided Ben Diskin, because I have not met him yet, and this was a great opportunity because he doesn't usually come to the conventions that I go to. I go to a lot, and I never ever really get the opportunity to see him or meet him. So I was really stoked to be able to meet him at this one. But yeah, in that green right there in the center, it just says die with some exclamation points. Temple Demon, Ben Diskin in the green. Very small, but of course he did that on purpose. Very kind of him. So we get Tanjiro and Nezuko's autograph right there as well. And one day this will be a very awesome piece, so stay tuned, because you're going to see this piece again in the future. We are definitely getting this triple signed one day. So actually saw someone getting it signed while I was at the JSA table, getting it signed by Zach after getting it signed by Ben, and Zach was like, oh, who voices the Temple Demon? And then they're like, oh, Ben Diskin. He's like, oh, no way, Ben, he's an awesome friend. Super cool. They don't always know because they're just in the studio. But yeah, really cool addition. Very unique on this one. Excited to add that one. But the main focus for me here was the 7 Deadly Sins. Bon. Oh my gosh, I love Bon. Him and King are literally probably my top 2 favorite characters in that show. And I had to get this one signed. It is the Diamond Funko Shop exclusive. There is also a common. If I see him in the future or get the opportunity to, I'll probably end up doing the common or something. But again, I don't know if I would necessarily go there, because if there's other people there as well. But for now, really stoked to get this Bond Diamond. And this pop is really cool. The quote does say, someday I'll definitely make you mine, Bond. And then his little autograph in red. Just one color for this one. Very clean. He was really friendly as well. But it was a nice little quick in and out, because he was one of the first people that I did get autographs from. So I was kind of like looking around and trying to like start going into other people's lines too. But yeah, really friendly. They all are. I mean, it's anime conventions, guys. No one is going to be here mean except the workers. Naruto Shippuden, Sai, another one that actually is really one of my favorites. And I have seen a good amount of Shippuden, but I have seen Sai, so I was really stoked to be able to get an autograph from a character that I actually know and quite like. So this was a really fun one. Naruto, do you have any balls at all? With a little smiley face right there. He thought it was funny. Everyone was laughing at the table that he was willing to do like such a funny, unique, inappropriate quote. He asked, of course, if he could do it like a little bit more appropriate. I was like, of course, I encourage it always. And then the character name in Sai and his autograph Ben Diskin right there. Nothing on these sides for these pops. Very straightforward, but again, super great characters. I'm excited about all of these. I keep saying it, but this convention was literally perfect to add new characters into the collection, like the side characters, even main characters that I haven't got before. So perfect. Love anime conventions. Now, for the first time in a while, we have a brand new My Hero Academia pop. And if you guys don't know this about me, I love My Hero Academia, and I am a really big fan of collecting the autographs for the Funko Pops. I actually have a small little wall with like 30, 40-ish autographs of just unique My Hero Academia characters. And this is another brand new first time character. We got Ryuko. Oh my gosh, again, I might have mispronounced that. It's been a while since I've seen some of these characters. But again, this is voiced by the wonderful Katelyn Barr, who you were able to walk up to. Oh, she was so friendly. I loved it. She was also sparking up great conversations with anyone that was walking up to her. I really, really appreciated that for sure. We can take a look at the quote right here. It is all in red. Just want to do something a little bit quick once again. One of the first autographs that I ended up getting at this convention. The quote does say the Ryuko agency will take care of this villain. So cool. She's one of my favorite characters. I gotta be honest, one of my favorite quirks, being like part dragon. That is so sick. I really hope they make that like version of her pop like 6-inch or something like that in the future. There's a really good opportunity, and then again, autograph potential for something pretty unique. I love it. Very, very simple and clean. Nothing on the side. Love the red. I loved her. Nice little quick addition and a very unique character. I know I say that, but like it is literally such a unique character. The My Hero Academia line does a fantastic job at making all the different side characters for the Funko Pops, making it one of my favorite lines to hunt for autographs for, and that is why I am stoked to add her into it today. Next up, I was going to meet someone that I was a little bit more hesitant on meeting, even though it was my first time meeting her. It is the beautiful and wonderful Gray DeLisle. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with her. Her voice too sounds exactly like Azula still. It's actually crazy. But anyways, I wanted to get 2 pops signed today, but I do plan on meeting her later this year at a future convention. So I was kind of like, maybe I could just wait till then. But I figured, might as well try and bring the items. There's another Azula pop. I want to get an Azula print in the future. And I actually did get one today. But you also might remember I recently got signed the Wanda Fairly Odd Parents, signed by Suzanne Blakesley, or Suzanne Blakesley, right? Oh my gosh, I'm butchering everything today. And she had to correct me on that too. And now I'm literally just flip-flopping between the 2 names. All I know is that her last name has Blake, because my name is also Blake in it. So yeah, but I wanted to get that Vicky poster signed, the 8x10 print for her in the future. But again, I wanted to wait till maybe it was a little bit easier bring that print out, or maybe when I have the opportunity or chance to be able to get that one like double signed by other people in that show as well. But for Gray DeLisle, I had to pick up an Azula print. The Avatar Last Airbender print that I'm currently trying to get signed by a lot of people doesn't have Azula on it, so I kind of had to get her own, and I think it was totally worth it. She is such a dear. Oh my gosh, on this one, this is such a cool print. I love the blue fire around her, just so unique. And then on it she wrote Blake is banished, and then her beautiful autograph right there with the character name Azula in the blue. This looks so clean. I can't wait to hang that one on the wall. That's a keeper for sure. Had to get one for Azula just on her own. She's one of my favorite characters for sure. I would have loved a print of her dueling Zuko and then getting Dante Bosco's autograph on that as well. Maybe in the future, who knows. Want to hunt out for a lot of stuff because I really do love Gray DeLisle. And also she does some very cool voices in the 2D micro series Star Wars the Clone Wars that was released previous to the actual Clone Wars that we all know and love today. The one with like Surge and stuff like that. Oh god, I love that Clone Wars. General Grievous in that one is so good too. But yeah, she voiced what's her name? I recently got signed by Nika for Asajj Ventress, and I believe she did a few other voices. Maybe she did Ayla Secura, but she did a few other Jedis in that show as well. But anyways, I'm rambling. Let's focus on Azula. We got Avatar: Last Airbender. I wanted to get this Funko Shop exclusive sign because this was actually one of the very first pops I ever bought for resale. I think back in the day I bought it for like $40 when it was actually right before its huge spike, and then it kind of went way down again. But it used to be a huge grail in the Last Airbender collection, believe it or not. This Funko Insiders Club sticker, I just love this piece so much. Since it was one of the first ones that I iconically bought myself when I was first getting into pops, I wanted to get this one signed. And this quote is so sick. She wrote it in all red. It says, "I'm about to celebrate becoming an only child." Gray DeLisle autograph with the Azula character name in red. Oh, that is so sick. And then she quickly even drew a little fire logo right there, well, Fire Nation, I guess. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's be honest. That's pretty good for how quick it was. Oh my gosh, I was like, that little symbol right there looks pretty good right there, to be honest. So I just wanted to quickly show that off because she did a very good job. And then of course I had to get the big bad grail piece of the Last Airbender, the Big Apple Collectibles, because Big Apple Collectors infamously shut down. Actually, you know what, they owe me some money still that they never ended up repaying for pre-orders. What the whole event was crazy. Anyways, a lot of the Big Apple Collectibles really valuable, but I did order a case at the time, so I was guaranteed the chase. And this is my chase right here, and this one says, oh my, I do have it in a $7 a pop magnetic protector, because that's what I kind of had it in prior, just because of how good I thought the pop was. And to get it signed, it's staying in there, so it's going to stay in this for the review as well. But this one does say, oh, I'll show you lightning, Gray DeLisle, Azula in the blue. The blue looks so good right here. And then she drew a lightning bolt on the side, a perfect pop for it. Oh my gosh, she did fantastic for both of these pops, and I can't wait to add these to the Avatar: Last Airbender collection. And there's only a few main characters that I'm really missing, and I really want to finish this one. This one would be so cool. I am hyped, and I can't wait to meet her again in the future, because she is literally so friendly, hugging everyone. I was a sweaty mess. I literally was like, oh, whoa, we're doing, if you want to, we'll do like a side hug, and not. Everyone was laughing, but everyone was sweaty, man. It was at an event, and there was hot. And last but not least, we do have a legendary. First time meeting him, I was super excited. Patrick Seitz for the voice of Endeavor and Franky. Oh my gosh, I couldn't be more excited to add him, because I haven't got the opportunity yet, and he doesn't do a lot of signings ever. He said he might not get back into it, and he was actually like, it's actually a really good time to get my autograph now, just in case. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. Maybe if I see him again in the future, I'm definitely going to go back with a print for Franky, and a little bit more, maybe another Endeavor pop. The Amazon Glow in the Dark is a beautiful one, but today I had to start off with the 2-pack that you may remember this. I said I was going to get this double signed, and here we are today. We do have it signed by David Matranga, the voice of Toto Todoroki, and then we also have his dad now, Patrick Seitz, Endeavor. Oh my gosh, this pop is actually really heavy too. That's the most surprising thing about it. It is just, oh man, it's heavy to lift up with one hand. That's why I have to like do it at an angle. It's just going to dip like that. The Amazon Glow in the Dark is really heavy too. Just FYI, if you plan on ordering it, the plastic on the inside might break, so make sure you get a very good one that looks like it's in good condition. Anyways, the quote on this one does say, "Stand up and show them why you're better," to Todoroki. Oh my gosh, in that orange, it is beautiful. And then the yellow, Patrick Seitz Endeavor character name, it goes so well with the David red and blue. Oh my gosh, this is a grail piece in my opinion. I am so stoked to get this double signed. I can't say anything more. This is a Crunchyroll exclusive 2-pack. I remember ordering this off the website pretty recently, actually, because I thought they had some good autograph potential. I'm so glad I did. Very cheap, easy to do, and it looks legendary when it's complete. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let me know if you guys would do the quotes or no quotes on 2-packs. As you can see, it does fill up a lot of the window. Would you rather see a little bit more of the pops? Let's say just the blue and yellow, but I just love how the color changes throughout it, and just their colors look so good. But let's take a look at the Franky one piece 4-inch pop common. This is a pretty easy one to pick up. You can literally get it anywhere. Not a rare one piece pop at all, but I'm super stoked to get it signed because, again, I don't have a Franky, and this one he did a really funny quote. He did the Franky nipple lights and then drew right on the pop. Let's get that angle right there. Let's go. That is so funny. And then he did the red Patrick Seitz Franky character name right there, nothing on the side. I loved him. He was very friendly, chill dude. Like I said, his table was outside, so everyone was just kind of vibing in the good weather. It was under temps, of course, so it wasn't hot under there. He had a lot of really good prints. I was really considering doing 4 items. I was just hoping in the future I can see him, but now I'm a little bit more skeptical. And really just crossing my fingers that he does something in the future. But you might remember this. I said from the start we were going to restart the 1000 Sunny. And I did end up getting the voice actor Lisa Ortiz for not only Sunny Kun, but the Chopper dub voice actor for the 4Kids version. And I am so stoked to be able to get hers. But when I did add today, or not today, this past weekend, I said he could do it anywhere, and he went straight for the top. I was like, okay, but mad respect to that. So we got to bring this down a little bit, not trying to break or damage it. Oh my god, this is pretty minty, so I'm excited. Patrick Seitz, Franky, no quote or anything on this, just wanted the name and character name with the little star at the top. Oh my gosh, I love that he went for it somewhere that wasn't the front. You know, you would think everyone would want to be on the front. No, he went straight for the top. Mad respect, did not encourage that at all. But hey, I am here for it. I'm stoked to be able to start growing my 1000 Sunny autograph collection again. I probably could have done a few more voices at this event, but just wanted to kind of like tackle the people that I had written down, and this was a good opportunity to go out, bring this one in pretty safely, and go get it signed. Oh my gosh, fantastic start. And that does sum up all the autographs that we got in this event. So let's take one last look of it all together. You guys want to see what a table of autographs looks like? This is everything that I got, plus the 2 prints right here for the 8th brother and Azula. Oh my gosh, those are going right on the wall as soon as I get frames for those. I am so stoked. This was a lot of pops. I mean, we went really hard. I plan on going really hard at another convention relatively pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I love doing this. This is so much fun. So many incredible stories. Everyone at this event was super friendly, and I highly encourage you guys to meet them if you guys get the opportunity. Even the voice actors I wasn't able to meet this time, I love them all. They were so good. The lines, kind of long, so I can definitely be prepared a little bit better next time for this event. And if you guys do want to go to this event in the future, I highly recommend, like I said, bring the anime homies. They will love it. It's a good time. Anyways, that does sum up everything for today. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what your favorite autograph was out of the people that I saw. Would you guys go see someone else? It was a really cool event. Anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day, homies. Barr.